Today we got a 2007 C6 Vet on the dyno. Customer installed cam. It's a BTR stage 4. All the valve train, no cats, headers, full exhaust, and looks like a cold air intake. So just did the bass tune and the road tune on the way here, and we'll see what it does on the dyno. It was rich, timing was low. I always set them up rich with low timing for the first pull. So we'll make some adjustments, and I think we'll end up at closer to 475, 480 when we're done. So we'll go to fuel, power and rich. Drop that to 1.2. Another degree of timing. That was 11.8 AFR, and really I'm going to target probably 12.6, 12.7 and see what that does. And added another degree of ignition timing. We'll be at 27. Usually that's about all these like, 25 to 27, but we'll see what it does. So that was 464. So we're getting there. It was still rich. Let's see. I'm going to pull a little bit more fuel, and we'll get one more pull on that. And I think 464. We'll run it out to probably 6,800 this time instead of 65. There's probably a little bit more power there, and see what happens. So I data logged the run, and I'm always, first thing I look at is I'm looking to make sure there was no spark retard. That was 27 degrees of ignition timing. We could try 28 and it might not spark knock, but they almost never pick up power. So there's no use running more timing if it's not picking up power. Then the next thing I look at is make sure that fueling stayed consistent. The wide band looked good, the narrow bands look good. And then I just double check RPM with what the dyno showed. think we'll do, that was what, 469? We've done a couple back-to-back, so it's pretty heat soaked. I think we're gonna let it cool off for probably 15 minutes. The tune's dialed in. We'll do one more and see what. We'll probably gain another 5 or 10 just from letting it cool down. Like that 475.6 or whatever was it. I may let it cool and try one more. I think it still has a little more in it. So before we had at 26 degrees of timing, we didn't have any spark knock when it was good and cool. This time at 26 degrees, it had, you know, 1 degree and then it faded into half a degree. So we'll let it cool one more time, maybe give it half an hour and see how it does. It'll be the last pull to see if cooling it down gets us that last couple horsepower. We were trying to get to 480. All right, there it was, 485. So between letting it cool down and not pulling that degree of timing, that was it. A little bit better than I expected. Looks like 485 and 454 foot-pounds of torque. All right, so we made 485, a little bit better than we were expecting. I'm sure the cool air really helps that out a little bit.